Dear Woman in STEM, it's been a hot minute since we connected on here. And your girl has just been dealing with a lot. And trust me, this is not the first time I picked up something to try to record an episode. The past couple of months, I've recorded a number of episodes, but they just didn't feel right. And so I would either never release them or just leave it and try to record another one. But then I realized that the reason why I was struggling to put anything out was because I was running on empty, right? And you know what they say about, there's this catchy phrase out there that's like, you can't pour from an empty cup. And it's really true because there was nothing for me to draw from. There was nothing, like I just couldn't bring myself to share anything because I needed to be poured into. And so that's why you guys haven't heard from me in a while. But yeah, it's been a lot going on, and I'm just glad I can at least get back on here and share a bit of something with you guys before the year ends. I've been reflecting a lot on this year, and I think when the year started, I had this whole vision, this whole plan on, especially with the podcast, what I wanted to do, the kind of episodes I wanted to record. And I was just reflecting, and I realized that I didn't do anything remotely close to what I wanted to do. And I felt like a failure, or I feel like a failure, because I set my mind to do something and I couldn't accomplish it. And I've been beating myself up over it for a long time, honestly. And not just this area. I think this year, particularly for me, I probably needed to just key in or just listen closer to God to know that maybe He wanted me to be doing something completely different. Sit down and listen to Him more and not try to do, but rather try to learn. It's fine. The year has come to an end. Usually, December is my favorite month of the year, but for the first time in I don't know how many years, I have been feeling so heavy this month. I think a lot of just being able to connect with a lot of you guys that have shared things you're going through with me makes me feel that much more heavy on your behalf. If we're to speak professionally, a lot of people are having maybe their end of year reviews, and some may be good, some may not be good. And so it's tough to navigate, especially when you feel like you put your all into work and maybe it even consumed like a greater part of your life for 2024. And then others are also thinking of the year in its entirety and how they weren't able to check off a few things on their checklist, right? I think just December being that reflective month, it puts a lot of pressure on us. But I was just listening to a sermon and I needed to hear what the pastor said about being expectant for what 2025 is going to bring and not filling yourself up with the fear or doubts and questioning whether you're going to have the same tough year that 2024 was. And so I think that really encouraged me. And so I'm on here. I'm even driving and I was like, you know what? Let me just get out of the mindset of needing a full podcast setup, microphone, camera, everything, and just like talk, right? This podcast is supposed to be a diary style. And I even found myself trying to be super calculated about everything I wanted to share, and it wasn't working because that's not what it was meant to be. And so I think that's what I was experiencing. And so I just wanted to come on here, just share my thoughts with you guys and just let you know what's been going on in my life. I had an amazing Thanksgiving, I must say. Thanksgiving was fun in the sense that as an international student, Thanksgiving was spending time with my friends, because most of us don't have nuclear families close by that we can just go visit. And so if you're not feeling like going to see that auntie, or you're not even close to that auntie or uncle, you'd be like, you know what, let me just stay and hang out with my friends. And so it turned into this tradition that we created amongst ourselves. And we would all just hang out and someone would host and we'll all just cook, or everyone would cook and bring, like potluck style. And so I really loved that and I enjoyed that. But being in this new season of my life, being married, I felt like I need to create my own Thanksgiving tradition. And life has changed, right? Most of my friends no longer live close by. And so I was able to connect with one of my friends who also recently got married, and it's just two of them, no kids, nothing. So the four of us just got together. We went to their place. They made a beautiful feast, and we just enjoyed the food, the conversations, and just like seeing us in this space. It was just so beautiful, honestly. Like, we're now the adults hosting. And so on Thursday, it was like we made last minute plans. And so we went to see them on Thursday, but I had already bought like my turkey because my husband loves Thanksgiving. So I'd already bought turkey, stuffing, everything, right? Greens, beans, potatoes, whatever. Yeah. And so I decided to just make our Thanksgiving meal on Friday, just my husband and I. And so Thursday, we hung out with them, played games, talked, laughed. Like, it was just really nice. And it wasn't like, it was no pressure. It's not one of those friends that you have to be performative, or I'm not at that space in my life anymore. I'm not even trying to do that. I'm not remotely interested in doing that. So I love that we were able to connect with these friends. And then on Friday, I made my first Thanksgiving turkey ever. Like, actually, I made my first whole turkey ever, guys. It was so intimidating. Like, I took videos and everything. Obviously, like, I watched a YouTube video. For those of us that don't live in Ghana, there is this lady that my friend put me on to. I think my sister actually also told me about her, and her name escapes me right now. But oh yeah, Sweet Ajeli. I watched her cooking video, and it was really helpful, like the step-by-step, everything. It made it so easy for me to make my Thanksgiving turkey, so I enjoy that. And my husband said it turned out well. And no, guys, he wasn't lying. Like, he would tell me if the food is not good. Trust me. I made that, and then we ate together. It was like a nice, intimate, just husband and wife Thanksgiving meal. We had some jollof on the side. We had stuffing. I made mashed potatoes. I had the gravy. It was a full spread, honestly, for just two of us. So that was really nice. I'm excited for Christmas. Christmas is special to me because I'm a Christmas baby. And so I love the lights, the decorations, the joy that Christmas brings, the story about Christmas, Christ being born. I just love the gifts that you exchange. I just love everything about Christmas, honestly. And I think growing up in a big family, Christmas was always such a big deal because that's when they'll kill the Christmas goods. They would make, like, everything that you would want to eat during the year is made during Christmas. So it's like a full spread. So there's jollof, there's wache, there's goat soup, there's light soup, there's peanut soup, there's this, there's that. I think just all that. And then the family time, I really enjoy. So I'm looking forward to that. But I think for me, in my married season right now, without kids, I enjoy just I started this tradition where Christmas pajamas for my husband, and I pick a different color every year. And so last year was green. The year before was brown. So this year, I'm still trying to figure out the color. This year, I'm behind on a whole lot of stuff. So I'll figure that out like really soon. But yeah, so that's the tradition. And I just enjoy like just us being home together and, enjoying and watching like nice, cute Christmas movies and FaceTime and family. And that's what I love about Christmas. And then maybe the other days we can spend with friends and stuff. But that's what we have going on. What is your Christmas looking like? How was your Thanksgiving? And how are you feeling as the year comes to an end? I just want to encourage anyone on here who is listening to me, and maybe you can relate to the stress or the feeling I'm experiencing of not being able to do what I wanted to do, what I had planned to do for 2024. I just want to encourage you to not beat yourself up too much. The beauty of December is also that the year is coming to an end and a new year is starting. I think that's also really nice to pay attention to, and it gives you hope, and it's like you're getting another chance to do something better, to improve on yourself, to love on yourself more, to make more goals, to put less pressure on yourself, and just to do the best you can, honestly. At the end of the day, life is hard. We're all doing the best we can. And no one is a robot. Nobody can do more than they're already doing. And so just reflect, be reflective. I love that, the reflection portion of it. So allow yourself to reflect on the season or the year you had, but don't let it keep you down, because that is when you're not able to, you then fall deeper into a slump and you're not able to pull yourself out of it. And so I really hope this spoke to someone. This was on the fly. I didn't plan nothing, no talking points, nothing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will definitely be releasing at least a few more episodes before the year comes to a close, because I owe you guys that at least. And I think I have found myself again, at least in this podcasting space. So I'm excited to share more about what this season looks like for me, what the new year is going to come with, and what to expect from the podcast next season. Because yes, we are coming back. We're not giving up. That's one thing about me. I can have the slower season. I can have the toughest time, but I will not give up. I will keep pushing through until I get it right, because I think about all these different businesses, and that's the only example that can come to my head right now. But I think of all these businesses and I'm like, all these people are able to start businesses. The businesses fail. They start a second one, it fails. Maybe by the third or fourth one, then it's successful. So why do we put pressure on ourselves to get everything right the first time? It's ideal. It saves you a lot of heartache. It saves you a lot of stress. It saves you a lot of time and money and all that. But at the end of the day, you want it done well. And I think learning from your failure is a good thing, right? And when you experience something personally, the way you approach it in the future is different from when you hear someone's story and you learn the lessons from it. So I just want to encourage you to just hang in there, keep going. And one thing I discussed with my husband earlier this year was we want to put together a gratitude jar, right? Put together a gratitude jar and write down everything that went well for you this year. Whether it was you not getting sick more than once in a month, whether it's you getting a promotion, whether it's you getting a new job, whether it's you having 100% good mental health this year, whether it's you being able to go back to see your family, whether it's you being able to put yourself out there, no matter how small or big it is, write it down. And whenever you decide to reflect or start planning for the year 2025 in general, I want to challenge you to open up that jar and read through and look at what you were able to accomplish. It will blow your mind how much you did and how many good things happened in your life in 2024, right? As human beings, we tend to just dwell on the negatives. And so I want to help pull you out of that. And I'm talking to myself as well. As I share this and I talk and I share my experiences, I am sharing to help myself as well, because when I listen back to the episode, it speaks to me too. So yeah, but I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm excited to connect with you guys again. And feel free to leave us a comment, send it to a friend. I know the holidays can be tough, especially for those who are foreigners, international students, don't have family around, those who may have even lost family this year. It could be tough. Someone around you may just need to hear an encouraging message, and you could be the vessel that will be used to encourage them. And so, yeah, stay tuned, and I will speak with you all very soon. But until next time, happy holidays.